Hi there, my name is Steve Gerhardt, and this is the Unagi Observer. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this week. This week we're going to do an anime review. It's a digital OVA kind of review, so that means that the anime is usually, when they're digital OVAs, they're usually very short, no more than 5 or 6 minutes. This one is going to be no exception, and it's called Lychee Light Club. So let's just go ahead and get into this review. Lychee Light Club. Boy, is this an odd one. Okay, so the review is going to be a little bit shorter because there's actually not a whole lot to talk about. It's more of an experience, and it's something that I think you should watch and take it for what it is and see if you like it. I liked it. It appealed to my sense of humor, which can be a little out there sometimes. So just to kind of give you an idea of what kind of anime this is, it is a dark comedy anime. So this is not going to be slice of life or anything like that. It's very niche, and it has an unusual history behind it, a little bit unusual history, because when we think of anime, we either think of original anime animation or it's based off a manga, and if the franchise usually does well, then other things happen up to it, and including a play or a musical. Think Prince of Tennis, right? So Lychee Light Club is a little bit different in that respect, in that it kind of happened in the opposite direction. In 1985, Lychee Light Club was first produced as a stage play, and it did pretty well. But it just has a cult following, and it's one of those things where it's like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's revived every few years and goes on a pretty successful run. So someone decided to say, hey, I like this thing, it's kind of humorous and dark humor, so let's make a little manga out of it. And the little manga they did make. It's not that very many volumes. I think it's like 10 volumes, and that's it. And so based off of that, in 2012, they decided to do a digital OVA of Lychee Light Club, and there you have it. So yeah, this anime is a little bit older. It does come from a stage play as opposed to the other way around, and it's kind of unique. And part of the uniqueness is the way that the animation is done, because it's a shorter animation and it's really meant to be filler animation. You're not going to have a huge budget on the animation, so it's basically chibi characters, and the color scheme is very stark. It's black, white, red, okay, and where you get the red are from the lips. Everything else is kind of very gothy looking, which fits the premise of the whole anime. And so if you're looking for great animation, Ghibli style, this ain't it. This is more about what's being said and content and the humor of it all. So there's the animation right there. And what the plot is fairly simple. So it's about a group of middle school boys, and the way that their character designs are made is that it's like Taisho era boys school uniforms. So you have the very strict jackets, black jackets, the cap, right? The actual cap looks very authoritarian, and that's kind of how they present themselves, as like rulers and leaders, dictators, iron fist kind of thing going on, but they're basically teenage boys. And of course, the one teenage girl, Kanon, is actually dressed in a traditional fuku, and really provides the only real color in the animation. And this group of boys made this Frankenstein-esque robot monster called Lychee, and he runs off of lychee juice. So, and the whole purpose is for him to go out and abduct pretty girls for the group of young men. Thus far, they've only been able to get Kanon, who seems to be a willing participant. So, by the way, there's a lot of sort of adult undertones to all of this without being overt, right? We're not talking eke or hentai just yet. It's just kind of just like adult humor a little bit. And so this group, basically the anime, all that it is that each episode is they are presented with an idea or a concept. Please, helicopter, if you can hear that. And they use Lychee to their ends, but sometimes they can't get their program off the ground because The group of them are so unique and weird, and they provide such unusual and cringy solutions that you have to laugh. So yeah, this is a very niche anime. This is for those of you who like dark humor or just kind of odd humor. It is definitely, the character designs are definitely playing off of anime weird boy character designs. It's purposeful in that it's very visual kawaii. If you put some really heavy metal music behind this is totally visual kawaii. And I just laughed. So take it for what it is. Have a watch on it. I believe it's on Crunchyroll, and see what you think. Put some comments down below. What heavy metal or hardcore punk song would you put to this anime? How would you make an AMV out of this? I think that would be kind of interesting. Okay, thank you. That's it for this week, and I know a short one. And again, we've moved the weekly dig to Sunday nights at 8 p.m. So be sure to show up at that time. And yeah, do what you need to do. Stay healthy so we can see each other, because I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.